Maybe you should pull the fucking trigger.
Pull the trigger. Ain't nobody gonna do for you.
Yo guys, what's up? This is our podcast. Okay, so this is our first podcast that we've ever done. And I know all of you guys are new, but I promise you this podcast will not waste your time. I'm literally joined here with Josh, who's my co-host. And we make it sound so legit, but we're literally having a live phone call. But yo, Josh, say what's up.
Basically, a couple months ago, I was at the beach, and
Yeah.
this really nice shell on the ground, and I brought it back to my place.
Yeah.
I'm just staring at it now, like crazy. I just found it. I was like, wow, like, look at this shell. Pretty neat.
Okay.
You know when you're a child and they're like, you put your ear next to the shell, you can hear it.
Yeah, you hear the ocean. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I used to probably believe that, you know. I used to always pick up a shell, put my ear next to it, and be like, I can hear the ocean. Hear the
Same
ocean.
thing.
Up until like, well, I used to be such a gullible child, man.
Bro, same thing. But the thing is, right, because you live on the beach, innit? So do you still... No, because, you know, your beach, it has stones in it. It doesn't really have any...
Yeah, it does have some shells. Like,
Oh, it does?
yeah, it has some shells, but it's all like mixed up and tangled.
Oh, man. So, yeah, let people know where you live, innit? Brighton, right?
Well, I study in Brighton. I study University of Sussex
Yeah.
in Brighton. But I live in Wallington alongside. Where do you live, Nabil? You live in Wallington, right? Or
No, I live in Wimbledon.
You used to live near Wallington, didn't you?
Yeah, so I used to live in Carshalton, which is, near Wallington and all that, yeah.
Wallington's some dead area, man.
I know, right? Yo, it really was. Yo, but it's so crazy though, man, because your university sounds so posh, like University of Sussex. Because you know how you used to have these kings of like Sussex and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It sounds so posh.
What do you study?
I do business
Well,
management.
business. After you did IT, man.
No, what fam? We've known. Hey, yo, we've spoken for so long, and you think I do IT?
I'm joking, no, but I swear you used to do like an IT course in A-level.
Oh, yo, guy. Okay, basically, oh man, fam, my IT course, I literally cheated my whole way through. So I don't even consider myself doing IT, but I did IT in college or sixth form, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, and my friend Luke gave me all the answers. I literally copied and pasted it, and I was finished for the whole year. Like it was so calm.
The problem with IT is that they make it so boring. Like IT, when you watch like a film, like an action film, and you see like all these kids all these guys like sitting on the TV, sitting next to their computer, and they're hacking like government databases. That's like so exciting to watch. You're like, oh my gosh, he's like hacking government databases, and you want to learn that. And then you go to your IT class, and they're like, oh, so this is how you copy and paste. This is how you do PowerPoint, and then you're learning about businesses, like. To learn about stuff which isn't even IT related, like
I know, right?
Code and stuff like that. Sometimes I wish I did like something like computer science or something like that. I just really want to know how to like. I feel
code
like
and stuff.
Code, yeah, and stuff like that. Be able to like build my own website.
Yeah, because the thing is, right? Cause if you want to be like a real entrepreneur, like you need to learn how to do things yourself. Yeah, and I feel like, because you know how people say, "Oh, I want to start an app. I want to start." Doing this on, you know what I mean? Like, you can't start an app without knowing how to code it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I don't know. It's so weird, but
the problem is that most teachers don't know how to do it. So
literally,
hard to put it on a curriculum. There's such a shortage of IT teachers, man, who know how to code on that elite level.
And remember, we used to learn things. We used to do things on Excel. Like, that was so funny to me, man.
If you think about it, like most, if you do know how to code on that level, why would you become an IT teacher, man? You could work for the government. You could start your own business. You could go into business. You're not going to just settle for some average secondary school job and teach students like how to code when they don't even disrespectful students, man. You know what I mean? So
exactly, yeah.
It's like, why would you want to do that when you have so many other options available to you?
And the thing is, oh man, they don't get paid enough either. The teachers, it's like, why would they teach us something that's gonna take a lot of energy if they're just gonna they can just literally give us an Excel page, edit whatever, put numbers in there, well done.
You know how to code, right? If you have a computer science degree, you know how to code, you could easily be making 100 grand a year working
100%.
Something else. You don't need to be working for 30 grand a year teaching kids, man, in some dead end secondary school.
Did you know, right? Because I saw this one TV show thing, and it was talking about like coding and stuff, right? Like hacking stuff. And you know how people hack onto like systems like illegally, right? Onto like government systems and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. So this one guy, he basically hires people who, basically you have to have a clean criminal record, right? And he has this company where people basically, instead of having them hack onto like, but his job basically is hacking into every single company, like any big company, even into the government, right? And he gets paid from them. Like he has a business and he gets paid from that.
That's crazy, man.
Imagine getting paid. Yeah.
Like the job opportunities, if you know how to use a computer, are just endless. You can do anything and go anywhere.
Exactly.
Like, you don't have to be like in a physical location. You could go and get a job in the Philippines. You could go and
Literally.
you go and get a job in Japan or India, man. Like,
I know, right?
Think about it. Maybe I should study computer science.
Yeah. Hey, you know, our friend,
I
I think Luke does that, right? Computer science?
Luke friend.
Yeah, I think our Luke friend. By the way, guys, if you don't know, our friend Luke's last name is Friend. So yeah, he is our friend. His last name. But yeah, he does computer science, right?
That's it. Nah, man, you have to be smart to do that.
Oh shit! Yo, Luke, I'm so sorry if you're listening, bro. I'm so sorry. Oh my.
Oh man, he does that, man. Yeah,
I know.
man.
Yeah, but guys, if you guys are still new, obviously our first podcast, we're gonna roast our friends. All right, we're gonna make fun of them. We're gonna make fun of each other. We're just gonna talk about random shit, man. Like it's supposed to be a casual podcast, like a normal conversation. But
man, if you could do any degree over again, I might consider like doing something like that.
Hey, do you know what I would have done? I wish there was a degree for like, like investing into like stock and stuff. I know it's boring, but imagine knowing how to turn your money into more money.
I hate jobs like where you need to go to a physical location.
Yeah.
And you have to like stick to a certain time. Like your life is so rigid, it's so limited. Like you can't do anything outside the ordinary. You're like a dog tied to a leash. You know what I mean? Like you can only go so far before you have to come back.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, even in school, because you think that's that shit like stops during school, or be here at this time, you leave at that time. You think after you've got a real job, it doesn't happen.
It doesn't.
But trust
happen,
me, I think to me it's like 10 times worse because it's
exactly.
a real job.
This is a real job. You're there all the time, and if you
it's
quit,
like real responsibilities, man.
Yeah, exactly. If you quit, say like if you have a family, like no, you're stuck. You're even in a worse hole because.
I know.
You have a family. They need a house, so that means you have a job. That means you
support them.
So that means you can't just quit and run to India. You know what I mean? Because you need to support them, man. I never actually thought about that. You know, it's kind of peak,
I know,
man.
right?
That's why.
But the thing is, man, because we're so close to our stage of finding a real job that we need to think about this, man.
I feel like if you're gonna get a job, I feel like I would like a job where I don't need to be in one location all the time, or I could do like there's freedom, you know what I mean? Like there's freedom.
I know, yeah.
I feel like that's what people should aspire for, you know what I mean? Like not be, like right now I work in retail, you know what I mean? I have to work Saturday, Sunday. I can never do anything that requires me. I can never go so far out that I can't come back before Friday, you know what I mean? So it's like a dog tied to a leash. It's kind of sucks.
Exactly. It's like you literally have a curfew to when to be home. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
it's not good.
And you have to.
I hate that, especially because we're 20, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah,
like,
I see other people on, like Snapchat, man. Everyone's out, everyone's having fun. I'm just like, oh man, like this week's my birthday, man. I have to go to work for my birthday.
But do you know what's so funny? I see people on Snapchat too, right? But I'm like, we do the same things, but how come you find the time to have so much fun?
Yeah, exactly, man. Most of these people, I don't know. Maybe they're rich, I don't know. But
that's what I'm trying to say, man. They got rich parents. Let's just say that.
We all of us sound like old men. We're like, oh, we have to go to work. We have to work.
Yeah.
We have to work. You know what I found so peak, man? I was hearing this dude who was like, oh man, I'm looking for a job. I was like, man, this guy doesn't understand how free he is. He was like, oh, I have no money. I'm looking for a job. Right now I have a job and I'm trying to leave my job. You know what I mean? And he's trying to get into the job.
I know,
like,
right?
He's like in such a peak situation.
He doesn't know what he's gonna expect, innit?
Exactly. Like
he's walking into a fucking ditch.
Like they're going, you know, when the roller coaster is going down,
Yeah.
I just see, he's gonna go through the worst bit. I just see these guys on a roller coaster at the top right now, but they're gonna go down, and I'm trying to go back up to get out the roller coaster. That's what I see, man. All these part-time jobs, man.
Exactly, man. It's just crazy. Because, by the way, for the guys who don't know, who are watching, we're in our last year of uni. We've got about 6 months left, 7 months left, and we need to decide ASAP what we need to do, man.
How do you find your degree so far, honestly?
Okay, I'm literally being as honest as I can. Yeah, I don't think I've learned anything that I couldn't have learned on my own. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm paying 50k at the end of the year for what? Shit that I could have literally searched up on Google. I could have done all by myself, and they didn't even teach me like any. You know how they say, "Oh, go to university and they'll teach you. You'll learn like all these skills, like transferable skills and shit that they say."
Man. It's all a lie.
I know.
Man. They say you learn critical reading, I know how to read critically already.
That's the thing.
What? I mean, some of these, they just say all these vague terms like critical reading, critical thought, critical analysis.
Yeah.
Cool, right? But it means nothing, man.
Exactly.
This is. Anytime someone says something to you, right, that sounds like critical reading, all these vague terms, they're basically saying nothing, man. If you go to boxing, right, they'll say, you go to the boxing gym, the coach will tell you at the end of this amount of time, you're gonna learn how to do this, that, and that.
Yeah.
That's a proper skill. If you go to jiu-jitsu, they tell you, you're gonna by 6 months' time, you're gonna be able to triangle somebody, for example.
Yeah.
But if you go to school, they'll be like, at the end of 3 years, you're gonna learn how to critical thought, to critical reading. Like,
doesn't it sound like they're hypnotizing you to like? Do
exactly, man. It's rubbish, man. I totally agree with you. There's most of the stuff you learn. I'm not gonna say I haven't learned anything. I've learned some things, right?
I don't know. Of course, yeah, we learned stuff, but I'm trying to say we could have done it ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like crazy. It's not like, oh my gosh, this is like life changing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's I don't know. It depends what subject you study. You know what I mean?
So, for example, right? Even my subject, right? The most critical thinking we have done is looking at reports from other businesses and like analyzing it and stuff. And I'm like, I can do that myself. Like, I can look at reports from Toyota myself and analyze every problem myself. It's like, it's not hard. They don't go into I don't know, man. Like, it's not, those things aren't gonna help me when I'm out in the real world trying to look for a job, like a business job. You know what I mean? In an office, like.
Man, these lectures, man, are some of the most boring lectures, man, ever, man. My lecturer for European politics, man, he's a nice guy, man. I'm not gonna lie, but man, he's one of the most boring lectures, man. He puts me to sleep every lesson, man. I just can't take this anymore, man.
Oh man, yeah, 100%. Yeah, even with me, bro, same it. The thing is, isn't it funny how before uni, I don't know why, but I had this high respect for these professors, right? I had such a high respect for them because I'm like, oh my god, like they're so holy. They're spending that because they have all of them have PhDs. I'm like, I need to treat them with respect because it's their time. Blah blah. Fam, they are so bad. Okay, not all of them, right? There's some good ones, but most of them don't give a fuck. They want to get that paycheck and bounce.
It depends what you study, man. To be honest, if you go there to do engineering, go there to do aeronautical engineering or biology or doctor, I guess it is important. You do learn something then, but if you go there
of course,
to go learn history, man, I can't believe at one point I wanted to do history. Thank God I did history at university, man.
I know, right? History does not help you, man.
I'll be standing over a bridge, man, thinking about.
I know.
The thing is that, right?
The
thing is that I found history so interesting at the time, so I really want to study it. But I thought to myself, doesn't everybody find history interesting? If you were to stand,
they do, of course.
If you were to stand on the spot and someone was coming to you and say, 200 years ago, Abraham Lincoln stood on that same spot you're standing, you'd be like, wow, man, really?
And then you would move on.
Abraham Lincoln stood on this same spot that I was standing. So you probably look at the ground and you probably kiss the ground because Abraham Lincoln stood there. And you're like, wow, I'm so special. And I started to think that everybody finds history interesting. But just because you find history interesting, does that mean you should study it? You know what I mean?
I know, right? Yeah, 100%, man.
I was like, man,
That is some crazy. Just because I find something interesting, does it mean I should study it? But then I start to think, what else do I find interesting? Yeah, we're having technical issues, so we have to leave.
Yeah, everyone has technical issues when they first start a podcast.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. I honestly don't even care.
Maybe if we
People
had
wanna
that,
listen-
maybe if we had the computer science degree, we could solve this problem. Instead of using our critical thoughts or
And,
critical
exactly.
analysis, man. Man, get that.
Plus, we could have filmed our
Get out of here
podcast
with
from.
that stuff, man.
I
Get
know,
out of
man.
here with that critical thought. That critical analysis.
These transferable skills ain't transferring onto this podcast, man. But whatever. But yo, guys, you know what? Sorry?
I say your skills will transfer to the job market by being able to critically analyze stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't get the joke, but fuck it. But anyways, okay, guys, we're trying to wrap this up. Hopefully, whoever listened, those 2 people, man, shout out to you guys. Yeah.
Are people started listening already?
No, I just made 2 names up.
All right.
Let's hope I got at least one right. Sorry for me coughing. You know what? This podcast was. No, I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, man. It was fun.
All right. Okay. Let's.
Yeah.
Go, man.
Okay. Yo. Okay, but yeah, we're gonna wrap it up, guys. Any last words, Josh?
Nah, man. Follow me on Instagram at JDA1334, man. JDA13. I'm trying to get my likes up, man. So maybe someone will go out with me.
Yeah. Yo, hey, anyone who's single, bro, guy or girl, DM him. Now I'm joking. Any girls.
Yeah.
DM Josh at.
Above
Yeah, what was it
18,
again?
above 18 only, man. I don't want.
Exactly, yo. He doesn't mess with anything younger.
Man. And even if you're 18, you have to be like approaching 19, man. Actually, no, forget that. 18 was what? It's only 2 years. Follow me on Snapchat at lawguy133. Lawguy133. I used to study law, man. Hey, if you tune in,
All right.
you'll understand why I'm called lawguy1333. But yeah,
All right. You know what? I'm gonna leave my shout outs for the next podcast. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to everyone who's listening. Shout out to Josh, man.
remember, get the strap, everyone. Get the strap. Ow.
Yeah, get the strap. What kind of strap, bro? What are we talking about? Not the.
I'm getting the 50, man. You know.
Okay. Because
back 10. Man.
exactly. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening, and yeah, man, peace out. Bye. Hopefully, you guys listen again. All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Bye. I'll talk to you later, Josh. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell your nan I said hi.
Shut the fuck. The thing is, I'm walking to your nan right now. Why my connection is so bad?
You came to pick me up in the car, man.
Okay, Josh. Can I be honest?
Yeah.
It wasn't the connection that was bad. Your nan kept on telling me to hang up because she wants to hang out with me.
Man,
So.
I'm in Pakistan, so that's why it was bad, man.
What do you mean you're in Pakistan, fam?
No,
I'm in Pakistan. Fam, I'm in Pakistan with your nan. Your nan flew over, bro.
Why is Taliban always destroying the internet connection, man?
Yeah. Anyways, okay, bye.